there's many things that I'm just continuing this. I actually accidentally stopped my video, but this continuation of but what is it? And there's things that constitute people's lives that aren't a reality with other, like I wasn't sexually abused. I don't have certain things that are part of that were part of my life. My eyes didn't have to see certain things. I didn't have to feel certain things. And a Christian, we're all same created world. God decided, we should try to connect a brother or sister to God. Because, this place will always be, we'll always have stuff here. We'll always deal with things. But, we have joy in God. But, my thing is, we're not going to connect someone to perfection here. I think the reality of our actuality, our existence, is that this place is, we pass through here and this place is messed up, but our God is good. There's not a thing, when God created creation, with that was love, with that was good. I mean, these aren't emergent properties of reality. These are things that God created. And God doesn't intend any of the bad things. And you say, different things happened in the Bible. But the thing is, God doesn't, things don't exist the same to God. God moves, God takes a life, God takes a person from this place. And that's merely transferring life from one place to another to him. But God created man and woman. You look at the trajectory of things, and what things can be predicted. I mean, things are plain. I mean, everything's pretty much here. But you look at the essence or the nature of the course that things are taking. You look at the kind of general mind, and how are we developing, with what mind and to what ends? I mean, what's and I mean, God created everything. God created everything good, but we have bad and evil and darkness are perversions of created good things. And then we have these bodies that tie us to things and to our sensuality. So we have inclinations, and the thing is, we want to take control of every aspect of human. And, you say, that, necessity is, the mother of creation. That's what motivates it. But, the thing is, there's plain black and white, right and wrong, and there's God, he confused language at the Tower of Babel. He said nothing will be impossible for them. He confused languages, and he stopped that. Now, I'm not saying that technology is bad. It has its application, and God created minds to create. But we're given absolutes, and we're given a structure. We're given a nature, and that's not to be modified. It says, for all have fallen short of the glory of God. And we all we're all divergent. We all fall short in our own way. But the thing is to fight our nature. And then you ask, why were we given our nature? And I don't think we can question reality. Like I said, God gave us our every good thing. And I'll rephrase that. It's not our nature. It's component. But our vessels, our bodies, they connect us to our reality, or this every component of creation, and we're sensitive to different things. We're tied to everything. Everything has is meaningful. Everything means something to us. And I mean, it's by our own perversion, our own our thoughts carry us to certain places, and we don't have to view these inclinations will subside. We need to change our focus. We need to fix our eyes on God. And this is hard. People, they don't like placing the focus on the afterlife. I think that's a big problem. I think that's that's maybe a problem for a lot of people. Faith is a vehicle, and it's purposed. It's not that God had to resort to it. It's design. God doesn't have an absolute presence because faith is purposed. It's we come to God on God's terms, and we can know without knowing in a with a materialistic framework. God didn't leave a thread. We have a good enough idea. I mean, everything, one aspect of reality is impossible, and we have everything that pieces together perfect, without excuse. But in a certain sense, God didn't create, he didn't leave an absolute presence, because we're not supposed to know him like that. What we have is sufficiency. We have sufficiency in our hearts, and we have sufficiency in the Word. We don't have the Word by accident. I believe it's from, I know it's from God, family. I've seen too many things. And everything that I've seen, it holds up the Word. And why would God reveal himself to me if it's not the truth? And you say, well, that's relative to, geographically, it's, it's relative. And there's brothers and sisters all over the world that are willing to lay their lives down for the truth. It doesn't matter what you're enveloped or brought up in. You can see and recognize the truth. I believe that God gave us sensitivity to recognize the truth. And you look closer at things and nothing looks like the truth. But I think that we have heart sensitivity just to recognize what's real. That we can have a heart inkling with Jesus Christ. And I believe that's it. It's like the Great Commission, God, we have faith by hearing, to share the gospel. But I guess I'm just, I'm waiting out here. I'm going to try to speak to him. At least I don't know if I was picked up. All I got out was, that God created man and woman. That's plain enough. That's all that had to be said. But I'm going to try to speak to these people as they come out. And what place do I have here? This is what people choose. I guess I'm fighting for them. And, you can't run from, I'm a dog, nothing. I have no place, no business anywhere, but God does. And who am I? I don't know. All I know is what I know. And it's not me that's out here, it's words. It's not me that's out here, it's truth. God gave us our reality. We shouldn't be able to escape that. And it affects everybody. There's collective. And you say it's dangerous territory, but I fight for brothers and sisters when they aren't willing to fight for themselves. And I'm cowardice. But God give me strength to be as much of a presence as I can for him. If a person has a misconception of God, if they think that God created them to destroy them, that's why there's a possible reality with everybody. Everything will be made perfect. Everything will be rectified. We'll do away with these broken vessels. And there's a reality for everyone. There's a reality for everyone. There's a possible reality for everyone with them and God. There's not a person that's inherently a devil. No person can be a saint or a devil. But there's everybody has a possible path that leads to God. But a person has to interact with their specific setup. And when you hear the truth, then it modifies. When you hear the truth, then you have a choice. Because when you recognize the truth, when you see God, when the Bible is revelation from God, it's knowledge of God. And it's dangerous because it's an absolute. And increasingly more so, and it'll become a problem where people have something to do. We will do something about it. That's why there's a future with Christians that'll be persecuted. There will be an absolute system, and it'll be separate from Christianity. And the whole framework, there'll be multifaceted system, made different every aspect, and there'll be many different parts to it, and but it's essentially we're introduced into this normal, and this normal, we consider this a natural. Natural is merely what we're regularly introduced to. We only understand things by our absolute proximity. We're given these vessels, and that's what we identify as. We consider this a normal, but it's really this. God created this from the ground up. He created who knows what's in the void of everything. You take all this away that was created, and you consider what's the essence be underneath everything. What's when you take everything away, what's at the core of the nothingness that is void of everything that's created. That's God even gave us our minds, and our very life is metaphysical. It's not an emergent thing. You can't put together a certain you can't arrange our brains in a certain fashion that they're going to create us. That's why you can't bring us back, because there's something that leaves us. But there's the truth is absolute, and I know that. I only know what I know, but I do know it. And I wouldn't be out here. I'm not a good person, and God knows that. People know that. There's people that know that. But I wouldn't be out here if I didn't know that it was the truth. And this is good. What I'm doing. And every person has. I was waiting for people to come out. Every person has the capacity to come to God. Everybody displaces relative to the truth. Either to or away from it. And their hearts can become callous, and they can become desensitized to the knowledge of God. They can even hold it in their hearts a certain way. It can become more foreign to them. They can even position themselves relative to God in the truth, where they think that they hate God. I'm just So what am I doing? I'm passing through this life. I have, futility in me. I have plans of, building things that will pass, but I also have, a rational compass to me that's, and it could be considered foolishness that that I don't to not operate in the material realm, to be focused on the afterlife. Like, when you consider that essentially everything's already dead. And that's hard, be careful saying that, but when you consider that there's not a possible reality where a single human being is going to perpetuate within the system, and you consider that that's the case for this our whole existence, this planet. Like, it's not, there's not, this place will not, it will not exist. So I guess this is it. I'm gonna make it out here. I don't know what he's gonna do. There's security out here, but everybody's making out. I'm gonna try to say. I have no idea what the hell I'm gonna say. Hey, brother, can I be over here?
Yeah, you can. I just want to reiterate, you're perfectly fine to be over here.
Right.
Just be cordial. That's all I ask. Don't walk towards people. Don't.
Well, I'm not. Look, these are brothers and sisters. We're all same creator. We're all God decided.
Okay, I'm not. Again, I agree with you. I'm not going to have that conversation. What I'm saying is, leave them alone. Don't approach them.
I've sensed to me, brother. I've sensed to me. I understand.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll observe that.
That's all I ask.
Right.
Appreciate it.
Look, family, God created man and woman. You see, he gave us the truth. God created man and woman, family. Look, what are we going to do? We're going to fabricate a system and envelop brothers and sisters in. All we're doing is destroying created men and women. You see, the thing is, this is an imperfect reality. But the thing is, a true Christian, a true person of God will stand there for a brother and sister. This is the true people that can help them. All we're doing is trying to patch something. We're not actually fixing the core of the issue. See, what do we actually do when we're destroying brothers and sisters? We destroy them, the physiology of them, and then what do we try to do? We destroy them physically, then we try to cater to them the problem that we created. You see, the thing is, God created all of us, and he's against none of us. God created all of us, and he's against none of us. I'm not out here but to help brothers and sisters. I'm out here for each and every single one of us. You see, there's plain black and white, right and wrong. What are we going to do? Are we going to run away from it? Looks like that's what we're doing. We have our little get-togethers, and what are we doing? The fact of the matter is, we all displaced relative to the truth. We all know that God's real. And God gave us nature. It's plain. We can't argue that we're man or woman. We can't argue against the fact that we are man or woman, no matter how much we lie to ourselves. That's why we're mentally hurt. That's why these brothers and sisters are mentally hurt. And a true Christian, a true person of God won't turn against them. But we're not going to lie to them either. Try to fabricate a reality. There's plain black and white, right and wrong. It says, for all have fallen short of the glory of God. It says, for we all like sheep have gone astray. truth is absolute. God gave us the word. It's revelation from God. It's knowledge of God. Look, God created man and woman. We can't play God, family. All we're trying to do is fabricate a structure to cater to, what is that? Mental illness in the collective. See, it's plain black and white, right and wrong. We have a heart sensitivity to that. It's not foreign to us. The thing is, we're trying to create humans. What is that? We modify the physiology of a person, and then we try to cater to the problem that we created. The thing is, there is objectivity, there is an absolute. It's plain. We can't argue against our own nature. Our own body tells us what things are. It says that God made man and woman. God created. God realized creation. And he said it was good. See, the thing is, family, all we are doing is destroying brothers and sisters. We fabricate a whole system and develop people in it. It's wrong from the get-go. You see, I'm out here to hold out a hand. You see, this is a hugely imperfect reality, family. But the thing is, there's plain black and white, right and wrong. You see, we will never do anything but patch an issue. We say we're here for brothers and sisters. But the fact of the matter is, family, what are we really doing? We're not looking toward a solution. We've turned away from that from the get-go. We've turned away from the solution from the get-go, family. Let's play black and white, right and wrong. We can't argue our own nature. We're not born anything but man and woman, family. We're not born anything but man and woman. See, the truth is absolute. Look, we can't play God. You see, we destroy brothers and sisters, and we try to patch that. What we've done, we modify the physiology of a person, and it has psychological implications. What is that, family? What are we really doing for brothers and sisters? We lead them down the wrong path, and then say we're here for them. See, the thing is, we're all same created, we're all God decided. We're all same created, we're all God decided.
Next game.
But we have to decide what we want. You see, I'm out here because I know. But the thing is, that's not removed from any of us. We can all come to the truth. Look, it says, for all have fallen short of the glory of God. The thing is, God sees you. You see, the thing is, I deserve judgment. You see, we're all in the same boat, family. But the thing is, what are we really doing here? We're fabricating a system to develop brothers and sisters in. What is that? We're catering to a collective mental illness. We're trying to perpetuate a mind of society, family, that's backwards. You see, the thing is, there's many brothers and sisters that were transgender that have come from that. There's many gay brothers and sisters that have come from that. See, it's not something that's inherent to us. We can change. You see, what is it, family? God created man and woman. There can be truth, there is the truth that Jesus Christ is. We all displaced relative to the truth, family. The word is very plain. It's for the spectrum of us, family. God gave us the word. It's revelation from God. It's knowledge of God. You see, we can all be here for each other. We don't have to point fingers, family. One thing we can point the finger to is God. See, God gave us all ourselves. The thing is, we're only trying to patch an issue, family. We're not looking for the solution. We turn our back on that initially. That's what this is, family. This is in stark contrast to the matter at hand, the true solution. The solution is God. The solution is the truth. We're not looking to that, though. We're not looking for that. You see, the fact of the matter is, family, this falls under sexual immorality. What is that? Gender dysphoria. We should be here for brothers and sisters in the real way. All we're doing is leading them down the wrong path and patting them on the back. And saying it's okay when it's not. It's cold. My hands are frozen. So we're gonna try to get some car heat. God created man and woman, brother. We're not really there for brothers and sisters if we're leading them away from the truth. I'm trying to get warmed up. My hands are frozen. And the one way that's, the thing is, we have a choice. We have to choose God or or this place, I guess. And if you argue, that we are this place, it's deeper. Our soul runs deeper than this place. And the one thing that's the one thing that's can I think that can the most effective thing to draw brothers and sisters to making the choice of God is love. And it's hard. I struggle being a vessel for that. And that's I've seen and tasted His love. And when they realize, if they can overcome, well, the thing is, they can't overcome, but with Him, they can. I just recently fell with alcohol, and God gave me the strength again to overcome that. It's just one of the many things that I've fallen with and that He's taken me through. But if we can, if they can make the choice to fight, at least make the choice to turn toward Him, and then they can start their fight with Him, through Him, by Him. To fight their inclinations. And the thing is, we will be changed. There's certain temptations and things that I dealt with that I still deal with some things, but it becomes easier. You know what I'm saying? So. I'm just waiting for see if any more brothers and sisters exit, so I can say more to them, so I can speak to them. still can't believe that it's, you know, God took me here. Well, we're the body, you know, and God has a presence here, and that's one of the ways that He has a presence is, well, you know, those that choose to come to. Look, family, God created man and woman. The thing is, we fabricate a system to cater to a collective mental illness. The thing is, God, we're all same creator, we're all God decided. You see, He loves us. He sees us and He loves us. What do? We take brothers and sisters by the hand and lead them down the wrong path. And then we try to patch that. The thing is, there can be a truth, there is a truth that Jesus Christ is. You see, the thing is, I know, what does it say? It says, for all have fallen short of the glory of God. It says, for we all like sheep have gone astray. You see, we all have our own problems, family. But the thing is, the solution is God. You see, He's God to all of us, family, and He can change us. You see, I know brothers and sisters that have changed, that have come from this. You see, gender dysphoria, family, what is it? It's a mental illness, family. You see, God gave us a nature. We come as man and woman. It's beautiful. We come as man and woman. It's beautiful. You see, the thing is, we should pursue who we truly are. The thing is, a true Christian will not turn a brother or sister away. No matter how far you displace down that path, you can still come to the truth. See, we can't play God, family. See, sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's hard to cater to the afterlife when everything's right here. When we're dealing with here and now. With this, family, we all have a heart sensitivity to the reality of God. We all know that we're created. We all have a heart inkling with the reality of Jesus Christ, family. I know everything that I've come from, everything I've been forgiven for. You see, we're not really helping brothers and sisters. All we're doing is destroying them. All we're doing is taking them down the wrong path. Patting them on the back, telling them that's okay. See, there can be truth, there is truth that Jesus Christ is. See, there's plain black and white, right and wrong. But search your heart, and that's easy enough to come to. See, we're all displaced relative to the truth. See, all we're trying to do is create an absolute structure, family, to develop brothers and sisters in. But the thing is, we cannot escape reality, family. We're trying to modify the physiology of a person, then we try to modify the psychology of the person when we break the person. But the thing is, even when they have made the decision, even when they displace down that path, family, no matter how far they displace down that path, they can still come to God. See, God doesn't turn His back on us, family. See, God created man and woman. God made creation, and it was good. Every God created thing is good. You see, we could do a good enough job escaping reality, but the fact of the matter is, family, all of us will be held to reality. Everybody's life will be required of them. See, we all leave this place and we all come before God. It says that every knee will bow and every tongue will confess that Jesus Christ is Lord. See, we have to decide what we want, family. And we all have the possibility of reality with God, with our God. All of us can come to Him. And He'll hold us. He'll take care of us. And the thing is, we can be changed. See, He's here for all of us. And He does love us. He does have love for us. See, God created man and woman. See, God realized creation, and it was good. You see, we can't play God, family. You see, we break something, then we try to patch it. The thing is, we turn our backs on the solution initially. The solution is God. You see, it's a very imperfect place, family. And we'll always have things that we'll deal with. You see, a true Christian will tell you that. We'll always have things that we will deal with. But the thing is, walking under our God is the best that we can do. You see, He will take care of us. He will hold us. You see, the truth is absolute. He did give us an objectivity, family. He did give us objectivity. The truth is absolute. There's plain black and white, right and wrong. That's for every aspect of this place, family. See, every person that my voice is falling upon, your same created God decided. And God sees you. See, I'm in the same boat, family. I deserve to be judged. See, but the fact of the matter is, family, I've turned to Him. You see, and then it's a very imperfect walk. There she goes. And the thing is, a brother or sister that's made it through, you know, that's fighting. You know, I don't have an inclination. You know, I don't understand the reality of a gay person or a person that's a transgender person. But the thing is, that only makes the person greater when they come through it. You know, when they overcome something by God, that only makes the person greater. You know, that's something to be proud of. The thing is, you can help brothers and sisters that are going through it too. You know, if you come from that, you know, we are alike beings. You know, there's a spectrum of us and we're all as different as we can be. But there's a lot of us that are the same too. And if you overcome, adversity by Him, then that's something to be proud of. That's high.